Good day, everyone. My name is Soluade. I am a member of Shagamu Development Forum. I am here to present to you my manifesto for the next SDF election. Fellow Shagamites, SDF members, fellow humanitarians, and friends of Shagamu. In this phase of hopelessness, frustration, and pandemics, we can't afford to ignore the vulnerable and less privileged members of our community. Shagamu Development Forum is a community interest charity organization initiated in the United Kingdom and established in the SDF charity year 2009 to 2010. SDF was established merely to bring Shagamu descendants together to offer humanitarian services, raise funds for the development of Shagamu, and render support to less privileged and vulnerable residents of Shagamu in the Remo area of Ogun State in Nigeria. In January 2021, there was an institutional need for reform of SDF. I was fully involved in the movement and demand for membership of SDF to be extended to Shagamites who are residents outside the United Kingdom. Who is Toks Soluade? I am a community interest activist, a sports Samaritan, a cultural ambassador, humanitarian, and the imaginative president of Rotary Club of Shagamu Metropolitan. I am also a pioneer member and general secretary of Brighter Post Club of Shagamu, Remo. In my 8 years of being an active and a consistent member of SDF, I have understand what it takes to engage vulnerable youths, adults, as well as other less privileged residents of Shagamu and its environs, indigenous and non-indigenous, on their needs and expectations from successive governments, institutions, business organizations, and NGOs like SDF. I have also had the opportunity to represent SDF during the presentation of projects in Nigeria and in the UK. I appreciate and understand the significance of an efficient and effective charity organization like SDF in Nigeria. This and many more is one of the reasons why I am presenting myself to you as a candidate for the position of the president. I believe we need to build an enduring and sustainable charity organization that generations coming after us will be proud to inherit. I humbly present myself to you with humility and high sense of responsibility as a candidate for the position of SDF 2023 to 2024. I consider it a privilege to present my ideas and thoughts on some of the issues we will focus on in our quest to do more by rendering more service to humanity in Nigeria. I am counting on the support of everyone, members of SDF, prospective members, volunteers, sponsors, associates, colleagues in the fields of humanitarian services. Please accept this as our manifesto. Let's do more. I have sat to try and advance my vision in the future of SDF. Some of these visions are outlined in my manifesto, although they are not exhaustive blueprints of my progressive reforms for SDF. We will need to incorporate your positive ideas, suggestions, and opinions. We will not only embark upon innovations where necessary, but also consolidate on the foundations laid by past leaders and executive committees. We will be advancing the good legacies that we have while discarding the obsolete ones that are obvious to us all. I have selected 5 thematic and strategic areas to drive my progressive reform plan for SDF in the next 2 years from January 2023. And I believe with your support, we will do more. We will render more service to humanity in Nigeria. These key areas are membership growth, orientation, periodic membership survey, membership audit, and social welfare program, project sustainability, project review, and project development, charity strategic plan, succession plan, and a reformed to structured SDF electoral system in line with the provisions of the SDF Amendment Constitutions of 2022, improved financial plans, budgeting, financial reports, and financial audits, corporate giving, and corporate charity partnership. This is because I believe charity also begins at work. In order to achieve our progressive reforms, I will work in consultation and partnership with all relevant stakeholders, from our patrons, trustees, sponsors, volunteers, executive members, and the esteemed members of SDF across the globe to facilitate the next stage of our humanitarian services. I would also like to state that we will continue the mobilization for funds toward the development of our permanent site for the SDF Entrepreneurial and Vocational Training Institute in Shagamu. Sustainability of our annual vocational training and business mentorship program for less privileged residents in Shagamu will definitely continue. We will also introduce the SDF Business Hero Award or grant strictly to graduates of the Vocational Training Institute after their 1 year in active business. This is to go back and reassess their activities, their performance, and how they have been thriving. Improved members database and social welfare program, and the engagement of SDF in community events in the diaspora and as well as in Nigeria. SDF will be working in conjunction with some other organizations towards achieving our goals. A structured electoral system in accordance with the provision of the Constitution. Corporate charity will also be focused on. Project development in the area of health through awareness programs will also be in place. We will also establish a more effective structure in the delivery of our annual social and welfare programs, like the annual Shagamu Day celebrations in the diaspora as well as in Nigeria, our annual summer event, the Fun in the Sun, and other fundraising programs in the community. Shagamites, businesses, NGOs, and other humanitarians, we are ready to collaborate with reputable organizations as long as the agenda is not for political ambitions or they are not self-centered. As time changes, SDF is also adapting. If you are eager to give back to humanity, Shagamu Development Forum is the charity organization to join or partner with, irrespective of where you live, where you work, where you stay, as long as you are passionate about Shagamu and you are interested in the betterment of the life of people in Shagamu. Fellow humanitarians, I am humbly inviting you to join us, become a member, engage with the community. Let's do this together. Let's do more. Thank you and God bless.